Today we're diving into one of the most baffling cases of recent years, the disappearance of Eleanor Price. Eleanor vanished on Mother's Day, May 10, 2020, from her picturesque home near Oak Creek, Colorado. For years, her family and friends were left without answers, clinging to fading hopes. Then, on October 22, 2023, Eleanor's remains were finally uncovered, buried in the remote wilderness of Golden Valley, over 50 miles from her family's search area. This discovery opened new avenues in the investigation, casting doubt on the initial theories and revealing the tangled web of Eleanor's life and relationships. Eleanor Price was born on January 12, 1973, in the small town of Silver Woods, Indiana. The youngest of 3 siblings, she was known for her gentle demeanor, kindness, and sharp intellect. After high school, Eleanor pursued a degree in education at Colorado University, where she met Anthony Blake, a charismatic baseball player with dreams of going professional. Their romance blossomed, and after a 6-year courtship, they married and settled down in Indiana. Anthony's baseball career was cut short due to a severe shoulder injury, but he soon found a new passion in landscaping. Eleanor began teaching elementary school, and together, they built a life filled with community, family, and warmth. They had 2 daughters, Marissa and Mia, who brought them endless joy. Their life appeared idyllic to the outside world, but trouble started when Eleanor was diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma. She fought it valiantly and survived 2 grueling battles with cancer. After her second remission in 2018, the Blakes made a big decision. They would move to Colorado, where Anthony had accepted a new job, and Marissa could attend Western State University nearby. They bought a beautiful 7-acre property in Oak Maple, hoping to start fresh. Anthony quickly adapted to Colorado life, finding new work as a contractor and even volunteering as a firefighter. Eleanor retired from teaching and devoted herself to local causes, her church, and a new love for mountain biking. But beneath the picture-perfect life lay tension, some of which would only come to light after her disappearance. On May 10, 2020, Mother's Day started differently for the Blakes. Anthony was away on a landscaping job in Ridgeville, 3 hours from their home. Their daughters, meanwhile, were on a camping trip, leaving Eleanor alone. That evening, Marissa and Mia tried reaching their mother to wish her a happy Mother's Day, but Eleanor didn't respond, a strange occurrence, given her frequent social media posts. Concerned, the girls asked a family friend, Joanne Miller, to check in on her. When Joanne arrived, the house was empty, with no signs of Eleanor. She called Anthony, who told her to check if Eleanor's mountain bike was there. When Joanne reported it missing, he advised her to call the police, sparking an investigation that would turn into a 3-year search. The initial clue, Eleanor's mountain bike, was found near a ravine not far from the Blake property. Oddly, it showed no signs of damage. The bike was fully intact, the vegetation around it undisturbed, and there were no skid marks. To investigators, it appeared as though the bike had been staged rather than crashed. Anthony's explanation was strange and unexpected. He suggested a mountain lion might have attacked his wife. Friends and neighbors found this explanation strange, and as time went on, Anthony's stories grew more inconsistent. As the investigation progressed, authorities unearthed unusual details about the day Eleanor went missing. Surveillance footage showed Anthony stopping at several locations and discarding items in various dumpsters along his route. Additionally, data from Anthony's vehicle indicated erratic movements around the property early that morning, contradicting his claim that he'd left for Ridgeville right away. When questioned, he said he had briefly left the property to track elk at dawn, an explanation investigators found difficult to believe. Adding to the suspicion was the discovery of a tranquilizer dart cap in the family's dryer and a strong bleach odor in Anthony's hotel room. But perhaps the most disturbing findings came from Eleanor's own phone records. As detectives examined her messages and notes, they discovered that she had been deeply unhappy in her marriage. She had confided in friends about her fear of Anthony's temper, and her private notes detailed escalating arguments and controlling behavior. Eleanor had also been involved in a long-distance relationship with her high school friend, Jack Taylor, which had started in 2018. While Jack was quickly ruled out as a suspect, the affair complicated the investigation, leading many to suspect that Anthony had discovered the relationship and acted out of jealousy. In May 2021, nearly a year after Eleanor's disappearance, Anthony was arrested and charged with first-degree murder. Prosecutors presented a case that painted Anthony as a jealous husband who had premeditated his wife's death. The charges were based on a range of circumstantial evidence, from the tranquilizer cap to the telematic data from his vehicle. But Anthony's defense team challenged the prosecution's theory, arguing that the evidence was far from conclusive. The case took a significant twist when it was revealed that DNA found on Eleanor's bike helmet didn't match Anthony's. Instead, it matched an unknown individual linked to other unsolved crimes across the country. Then, 3 years after Eleanor disappeared, her remains were found. Investigators uncovered a shallow grave in the remote, rugged terrain of Ridge Valley. Anthony's attorney claimed this new evidence pointed to a serial offender and argued that Eleanor was likely one of many victims. The district attorney's office acknowledged the possibility, but has yet to remove Anthony as a suspect. Today, Anthony is free and has filed a lawsuit against the prosecutors, claiming wrongful arrest and damage to his reputation. The Price family, meanwhile, still waits for answers. Eleanor's case reminds us that the truth, like the mountains of Colorado, can be both hidden and formidable. And so, the shadows of Oak Maple remain long, and the mystery of Eleanor Price's disappearance endures.